Hey guys, Pt.83 here. Let's go beat that
You're safe now. We won't let it hurt you.
Kuza, that dangerous, crazy old Kuza. That's strange. It looks like a behemoth, so I guess we'll figure it out. Pt.83 out. Peace.
I'll look after the girl. You teach that thing a lesson.
The person who was supposed to help us, I think
It's
he's
out there
dead.
waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers. The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill!
Nice try. Nice try.
All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal!
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
I mean, that was something. Sad it happened like that, but you know, can't change the past. I can't. I forgot what Chadwick looks like.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realized I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
and a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog. Don't look at me like that, Clive. I already apologized to Blackthorn. Miserable old bugger. Besides, you can't expect me to keep track of every nut and nail floating about this place. It's a mess.
She's funny.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
When you return, would you mind teaching the children another lesson? They did so enjoy your last.
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid. Back for another part? We've got screws and bolts and nails and knobbles and noodles and,
A lot, huh?
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads.
Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do. What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder. Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
Need something?
Couldn't you have chosen somewhere a bit more down to earth for your chat with Ultima? Then I could have come with you, finally made a name for myself instead of sitting on my arse while his Imperial fancy pants gets all the glory.
Make a name for yourself.
Without the Enterprise, wouldn't have saved Jill, and wouldn't have made it to Ash. Wouldn't have escaped from Stone here with our lives. None of this would have been possible had you not followed your dream and kept your promise to Sid. Now I must keep mine.
You better bloody I'd do and all.
Or I'll be having his name back. Give it to Gav, maybe. Or Jill. Aye, definitely Jill.
Enjoy it while you can, Clive.
Because once the crystal's cracked, I'm going through with my plan. It won't be easy to turn my back on a dream I chased for so long. But you know what the best thing about dreams is, Clive? They're never in short supply. We keep talking like I'm the only one ever to have set her sights on the skies when there might be someone up there already.
Imagine that, eh?
Hey, maybe when his Imperial Fancy Pants gets back, I can ask him to take me up there so I can see for myself.
Till then, though.
I'll be down here with everyone else streaming away.
Try, Clive.
I really think it's a bad idea for her to destroy that engine like that because, I mean, her students and other people, they already know how to build it, so just gonna make them, you know.
Mitadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She's occupied. But then again, when isn't she?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good idea for her to throw it away because now people are gonna be more curious and try to make an engine keep on making engines due to her curiosity over what she did. People gonna keep on trying to make engines, trying to outdo her and stuff because she decided to toss it. Because when she tossed, she made it seem more dangerous than what it actually is. So it probably wouldn't be a good idea for her to toss it because now it just creates more curiosity.
One moment you think you've freed the realm from her fate. The next, a darker one rears up to replace it. What awaits us when we finally attain release? True freedom? Or something else entirely?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you. The plains of Vida Grace have haunted my dreams since I escaped from the orphanage. I can't say I was looking forward to returning.
Back for another pot? We've got screws and bolts and... Back for another part. We've got screws and bolts and...
Almost a noodle, that's nothing.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen ourselves out.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Oh yeah, because Mid threw away her engines, people are gonna torture her closest friends and allies for information. How to make engines. A fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime. Now that there is still a lot you have to learn about the hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. But that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound. Sometimes he just wants someone to pat his hand and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You do good remember that, Karen. Fuck you, Karen. What are Kupo nuts anyways? Master Clive, I'm aware that there are matters much greater import which demand your attention. But should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shell so that I might ask a single favor regarding His Highness Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Whole again, Clive. It occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. Told made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set odds by it. Again, those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I'm whole again thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge, and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt, Vivian. Inconvenient truth. Try unity. Bringing together three men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did for a better Valisthea. The tri-unity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet, what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another. While on the road there, you have paved that road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving uncle. Hide away, welcome. Edith seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so, she's been setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Feels like we've another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little curse breaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now, Gav.
First the skies, then the crystal.
To what do I owe the honor? What's saying fortune, dear? That it? Fine. Trouble with your gear, or what's saying fortune, dear? That it? Fine. So what do I owe the honor? Crack the crystal.
Kill a god, save the world. I miss anything? No, that's pretty much the plan.
Not a very good one.
If you ask me.
Then,
I can't say I've had much practice killing gods. Now, forging kit to kill a god, man, I might be able to help you with. Reckon it's the least I could do after all you've given us. And it's more than enough. You can thank me when you get back. I wish Karen was more like you.
And?
Clive.
Here to say your goodbyes, are you? For now. But you better come back or I'll fly up there and drag you home by your ear.
Thank you, Karen.
Didn't think you'd find the thought appealing. Look, just don't die, alright? A change in leadership is bad for business. You're off to kill a god. So what? You've done everything else you've put your mind to, haven't you?
Do this too. Go on then.
Maybe it even gets time to help fight this damn god, you fucking cunt.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What can I get you, Sid? Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good. Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Clive, my boy. We'll be fine, Clive.
How's it going? I'll hold the fort. Don't you worry.
What can I do for my fate? Do you know why?
I chose college to try uni, Clive. You may be too young to remember, but this isn't the first time an alliance has been struck twixt the nations of Storm.
20 summers past.
That your father petitioned both the Empire and Republic to join hands with the Duchy, that we might work to mutual advantage in defiance of the Blight. And they did, for their part, embrace the notion, or so we believed. Little did we know that the peace Elvin worked so hard to secure would be ground beneath the heel of one we least expected.
Your mother.
In one fell swoop, Annabelle robbed us of everything. A nation, a leader, a brother, a father.
Above all,
she robbed us of what we could have been, a realm undivided, Elwin's grand design.
And so you see.
Well, I chose to call our new alliance a triune, for with it we aim to preserve not only peace, but a lasting legacy of cooperation.
Do you know why? 'Twas not your mother, the Duchess. But above all, and so you well, don't do anything I wouldn't.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe. Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. Despite scouring the shelves, I have found only one reliable reference to a place where wild wyvern tails are known to have grown. But it is in Waloed, by a waterfall near Rickmal's roost, as I told you. I dare not ask that you undertake such a long and perilous journey on my account, of course, but were you to find yourself in the area? Fare thee well, my friend.
So strange. Why Waloed, of all places? One more to go.
Royalist guard dogs. Quite a specimen it is, too. Too slow.
Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill!
Too slow. Too slow. Nice try. match for you, eh, Torgal?
Oh man, that goddamn motherfucker was tough. God damn. He gave me a run for money. I definitely should have got a level up for that shit. 100% I should have got a level up for that. Damn.
Good girl. I can walk from here. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here. It's locked. I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
Okay, that was just a 20 sandbars instructed.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Rid of incorporation. Chemo Low hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted opportunities to give themselves to service to the state of soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is reserved for young curse bearer disposal within its bounds to be punishable by death.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I recently learned that my own daughters was among children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much of thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe. But inquiries of the military confirmed it was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile she inherited from her mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have come all but to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of those children. So many died in my hand. I can bear guilt no longer, and so I decide tomorrow I must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and enter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands reach the sky in supplication. Beside me, my shame, my curse, and the record of all their names, all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Oh, they died, I guess. Huh.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Get him!
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Alright guys, that's all it for this one. This is a messed up horror show here, but we're out. Alright, Valisthea 3 out. Peace.